a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it back looking for help. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Michigan State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a man, it's Vincent. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Quickly out to the tight end. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So Auburn's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off at defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Here's the handoff. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. At the 40, there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Vincent. Oh, they're after him. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
On 3rd down, going up top. Finds his man. It's Jones. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To the air on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
Caught over the middle. It's West. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Vincent. Catch in the middle, it's Battle. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Across the 45. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line. line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
This is an offense that can find multiple ways to get explosive plays, especially when they hand it off to this guy, David.
And it's so nice to have a running game you can depend on, especially when you get the other side of the field, now set up on the 2-yard line.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
The option look. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. So first down here as they go back to work. They go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw, it's Willihan. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Auburn sends out the punting unit.
Number 17, on to punt it away.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll snap to the right. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Glenn. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Hard running there. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Buys a little time with his feet. Gets rid of it. Finds the tight end. Push down for the tackle.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. So here comes the Auburn offense.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He'll keep it himself. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And he can flat roll, turning on the Jets like a Cam Newton or Nick Marshall.
I was thinking about rolling trees, but yeah, I'm right there with you, man. These Auburn offenses that are so great, they've had the same commonality over the last several years.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They'll run play action. Card in the backfield. It's Davidson. Great move. Now he's got room. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. To the air. It's Willihan. Lets it fly. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to FIU. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Got it in the middle. It's battle.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Looking left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's battle. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Vincent. Makes the grab. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Glenn. The Spartans pick up the 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Sparty!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Quarterback on the keeper.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Scanning the field, it's Willihan. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Leaves it with the back. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Turns it on in midfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan State. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. The give on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Throws to the back. Pulls it in. It's Davidson. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Auburn lines up quickly.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Then after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Back to throw, it's Willihan. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Zings it complete to the right. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. He splits the uprights. Are forced to settle for the field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 13 to FIU. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. He's putting up serious numbers on the ground and carrying his team in a way that Lorenzo White used to do.
And how about you know it's coming, but you can't stop it? That's when you know you're having yourself a day. That's when you know you're a great player. And these Michigan State offenses that have that guy at running back, like you're talking about, Reese, they are really, really hard to stop.
They'll go to the ground.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
To throw, it's Vincent. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Quarterback making adjustments. The give to the tailback. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Grab behind the line. It's Glenn. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Just 1 for 3 on fourth down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable, because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Touchdown, Spartans! And the pummeling has started.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They'll try the run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to throw, it's Willihan. Makes the grab, it's Freeman. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Tigers want to move quickly. They just keep firing. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Got him downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this offense offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1 this connection worked. Week 2 this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
From the gun, looking for a man. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Smarty. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
35, Auburn, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Dropping back, it's Willihan. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Michigan State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Rams him with the stiff arm. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Willihan. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes down the right side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catching. Listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Touchdown, Spartans! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here we go, final play of the game right here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.